everyone. Hi there. Hi. I'm back again. A lot sooner than I expected, actually, based on the past episodes of the series. But I'm back, and I'm back to give you some more Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, or so. Maid Dragon, something like that. I can't remember, actually. I can't remember exactly what I used to call it. I'm pretty sure I think I just called it, it was like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid or something like that. I think I called it that, actually. But yeah, I'm back to give you some more Kobayashi, guys. I know you love it. I know I absolutely love it. I really liked the last episode. I really liked how it touched more on Toru's kind of upbringing. You know, I really liked how it kind of gave us some light into how she was brought up. While all at the same time giving us some good old fan service. Love that. But today's episode is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not entirely sure. As far as I know, pretty much all I'm seeing right now is the title, and the title just outright says New Dragon or something like that. So I think we're gonna have our new character this time. All right, that's gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting as to how they pull with that. But and I'm excited to see this episode. It was funny because last episode, the very first snippet you get is like the beach, a crab, and a hole in the ground. This first scene that I'm looking at is just a night sky with a moon. So I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea whatsoever. So yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I hope at least. At least we'll be able to see a new character. It is a little late into the series, a little late being episode 8, but I'm interested as to how they're gonna do this. I am. I'm very interested in how they're gonna do this. So without further ado, let's get right onto it. I know you guys are excited for it. I'm excited for it. So let's kick it off the right way. All right? Let's stop stalling. Well, I say let's, but really it's just me that keeps talking and talking when really I need to focus on the episode. So yeah, let's get on with it, guys. I know you guys are excited, so without me rambling, let's get on to it. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Holy crap. Have we seen her without her, like, her pigtails or something? What does she have? Oh, she's going for a field trip. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I'm always scared when I start this series, but I'm scared.
肉、デザートの3種。腕を振るえ。俺を楽しませろ。
あんたもうどういうキャラなんだよ。
材料は自由。予算に合わせて選びましょうね。小林さんの財布を圧迫しないように。
おい。
Okay.
始め。どっちもやる気だね。小林なりなり。
Okay, this is... She's like using her... Oh crap, she's determined. She's really, really determined. I love how Toru's like serious mode and Kobayashi's just like...
一品目、完成。と、小林選手はミニトマトだけのようですが。
Seriously.
勝負を捨てましたか。対する私は海鮮パプリカシーザーサラダ。
Holy crap.
比べるまでもないですね。
ああ、比べるまでもない。一品目の勝者小林だ。
納得できねえぜ。なぜ俺のスペシャルサラダがこんなミニトマトに。はい、それは僕が
I have a feeling... Yeah.
これは弁当というカテゴリーをトール選手が理解していなかったということですね。
Oh my gosh.
多すぎます。
Yeah. I was gonna say, not only is it space worthy, but it's also like... How like... I was kind of more thinking like... Okay.
トール君、
ベーコンエッグダメ？
ハンバーグがいい。
Oh, dang it. Bacon and eggs is good. Alright, don't. Bacon and eggs is good.
よく作ってもらったんだけど。
I know as an American, I'm kind of biased towards that, but bacon and eggs is really good. Okay. I'd have that for lunch.
トール君、珍しいんじゃない？小林さんと喧嘩するなんて。
That's actually very true.
なんで？行ってきますね。行ってらっしゃい。
She has a point. She has a very good point.
そういうトール君になってくれて僕は嬉しいな。三品目何にしたらいいのかな。でも勝つぞ。だって。
So now we're on a 1-to-1 win scale. Okay, where's she going? I'm not a fan of this.
プロレスって言った方がいい？
たまにはいいでしょ。あの子はメイドだけど友達でもいいんだよ。
It's funny because Toru or Kobayashi. She's not even scared of him anymore. Oh my gosh.
だから今日喧嘩した。あれ？
She's not even scared of him anymore. I remember when he first cropped up and like probably for a week or so later. She was, I can imagine, terrified of him. Have I mentioned I love Cole's eyes? Oh my gosh.
小林さん。
遅い。
すみません。負けませんよ。
おお、こっちも負けないよ。
靴脱がねば。三品目完成。
Oh?
それは何？
食べます？
うん。うまっ！何これ？どこで売ってるの？
商店街ですかね。これはやっちゃったね。
へえ、果物？初めて見た。
I was gonna say, that's not from her realm, is
私
it?
の勝ちですね。
What is that?
向こうの世界の反則だ。
That's a portal.
ごちそうさま。
What is up?
結局通るのがご飯美味しいんだもんね。
もう調子いいんですから。デザートありますので。
どうしたのトール。
Oh crap. Just that look on her face like crap. Well, hi there.
こんなところに落ち延びていたとはな。トール。
Elma.
部屋が。お前は掟を忘れたのか。ドラゴンはこの世界の秩序を乱す。私と一緒に戻るんだ。
相変わらずクソ真面目な堅物ですね。私、帰りませんよ。トール様とエルマ様は仲がすごく悪い。
Oh, great.
犬猿
Perfect. Like cats and dogs. Great.
偉いね。
She's just beaming.
一触即発な感じだけど大丈夫なの？
Yeah.
前喧嘩した時は島が3つ消えた。
やばい。
That's not good.
お前と私の力は同格。しかし今度こそは決着をつけてやる。緊張した場面で余裕があるなんて。ドラゴンというわけでもなく恥ずかしかったみたいだ。
さっきからごちゃごちゃうるさいぞ人間さん。
人の家を壊しておいて随分な態度じゃないですか。世界の秩序を守る前に法律を守ってく
Yeah.
ださい。
I was gonna say, you walk into someone's house and start doing that.
多分
No human is gonna back down when you just destroy their apartment.
無理いいな。ねえ、
Like, no.
悪い子じゃなさそうっぽいけど、なんで仲悪いの？
勢力が違うんです。ドラゴンも一枚岩ではありません。
Oh.
秩序を重んじる調和勢、破壊と混沌を望む混沌勢。組みすることなく
There's Satan. There's Satan. I had a feeling we were gonna see that sooner or later.
エルマが調和勢、私は
Harmony
混沌勢。
factor.
対立しているんです。
Why do I not believe that?
いや、違いますよ。この世界ではおとなしくしてるいい子なんですよ。
棒読みくせ。
I was gonna say.
連れて帰るぞトール。力ずくデモだ。やってみろ。知る一つ残さずこの世から消滅させてやる。よそでやれ。
I was gonna say.
2分間を用意したのでこちらでやりますよ。どうしました？
いや、あの凶悪なトールが人間の言うことを聞くとは一体何が。
And bye.
あ、ずるい。
あいつの
Bye bye.
秩序を重んじてあげたんですよ。
That portal is gonna open up very soon.
ところで、どこに飛ばしたの？
前にカンナと遊んだ草原です。
Oh. So not far, maybe?
どこだ？
Is it still in the human realm or is it just okay.
また来たんですか？違う大陸まで飛ばすな。
Another continent, so it was human realm.
ただ静かにメイドができればそれでいいのです。
トール、どうした？
どうか分かってくれませんか？
信じられるか。どうせこの世界を支配するつもりだろう。
私
うるさい。絶対に連れて帰る。もしかして昨日から何も食べてない？私はこちらの世界のものではないので干渉するわけには。
Oh, cream bread. Are those like the
さすがにこれくらいは大丈夫でしょう。
pastry puffs, something like that?
食べる？クリームパ
What
ン。
is that?
では英気を養うためにもご好意に甘えて。何これ？何これ？めっちゃ美味しい。ほっぺた落ちる。
Okay. Interesting.
よし、元気出た。改めて勝負だ、トール。
出て行ってくれたら今のやつ全部あげますよ。
お邪魔します。
Bye bye. Oh, field trip? Field trip time? I think it's field trip time. Shota? Oh. And possibly gonna have to censor that. I already had to censor something last episode, and I wasn't happy about it. But I wasn't thinking about it during the episode. But after I looked at it in editing, I was like, I should probably censor that.
あれ今日からお世話になります。上位エルマと申します。よろしくお願いします。嘘
Are you
どう
kidding
したの
me?
なんでここに人間さんこそどうしてここに私はここで働いてんの
Seriously?
偶然なのなんで調査だ文化体系を見極め本当に異界のものが溶け込めるか調べるのだなるほど調和税とか言ってたの
I guess it's I guess it's the same for every dragon that comes here, but
人間の作業を私ができないはずがないまあ見ててくれ
this is gonna be interesting. Very first time sits down. What is this?
なんか出てきたぞでこうでここを押す人間さんあなたは難しいことをしているのだ
It's pretty difficult work, aka push the on button. Just
もう遅れは取らんぞさよで
that's it.
それでだな今日の分の報酬はいつもらえるのだああ1ヶ月先かな明日もらうわけにはいかないのうちは月末締めで
Yeah, that's the one thing about pay is that it's either once a month or once every 2 weeks.
向こうの世界で復帰すればもしかして戻れないの
Cornered! Oh, I see. So since she teleported, that used up some of her magic and she doesn't have enough to give it back, is essentially what she's saying. It reminds me of that one anime, what was it, Mouse-sama, Hataraku Mouse-sama, that's it. Basically he traveled to the human world, but he couldn't go back to the demon world, because he used up too much magic. Kind of that similar, which I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense when you use any kind of teleport spell, you're gonna use up magic. So. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, are you a dog? Oh, wow, she can really... she can really smell out that stuff. Why are we seeing these? Why are we seeing these two? Unless they're going to be important later on. Why are we seeing these two? Except for unnecessary fan service? Calm down, Toru. Jeez. Jeez, calm down. I'm gonna take it easy. Wham! Holy crap. I'm worried as to... Okay. Oh, she's feeling like
シート潰しますか。
朝は軽食食べさせて。
I don't know why. I feel like she's feeling like envious or jealous, sorta.
これ何のに。
That's Toru's Toru. Wow. Show me your butt. Like, okay. Again?
どうしたのさ。
Yeah.
何がです
She's really acting
妙
up
に
because
張り
of
切っちゃ
Elma.
ってさ。
わからないんですか？
わからないよ。空回りしてるし。まるで初めて来た時に戻ったみたいじゃん。
Mm-hmm. Yep.
ああ、いいよ。私出る。はーい。
小林先輩、おはようございます。
エルマ？
Senpai.
あ、いや、なんだ。
Why'd she
い
use
つもお世話にな
that
ってるからな。
suffix?
お
I
礼
guess she's in the.
これは？
お守りだ。いい出来だったのでな。
Okay, I had a feeling it was a protective charm.
あ、そういうことか。
あ、トール。今日こそお前を連れ
消え去れエルマ。
Holy crap. Jeez, that I
そうなんですよ。
wow.
それでも結構
Toru is
我慢して。
very angry.
なのにひどいじゃないですか。私だって頑張ってたくさん褒めてもらって、ちょっと頭を撫でてほしいのに。
トール、私は求められるのに慣れてないんだ。今までそんなことなかったから、どうしていいかわかんないし。人間関係、煩わしいって思うことも多くてさ。
I was gonna say when she said it was confusing.
友達はいたけど、
Yeah,
親友はいなかった。
she's known how to have friends and things like that, but as far as another relationship with another human like
これ以上わかりやすく
a love relationship, it's
さしてさして。
very difficult. It's very difficult to just interpret love, let alone have a relationship with another person.
あ、そうだ。私もお守り作ってあげます。邪神の加護を得られますよ。最強です。
それはいらん。
Also, Elma just took the brunt of that, like, as hard as she could.
意外と積極的だね。
トール、貴様は危険すぎる。自分でも分かっているだろう。
エルマ、あなた。
なんだ。
とりあえず手に持ったクリームパン置いてください。
美味しいんだぞ。
知りませんよ。
Well, that was interesting. Definitely very weird in a sense. More, I don't know. That episode was interesting in the fact of it introduced a new character, but not in the way that you'd expect. Sort of. I mean, I'm trying to put it together. I'm honestly trying to put it together. But I'm not entirely sure what to say about that. It was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was a good episode. The only thing about it that not worries me, but I'm curious. I've got mixed feelings about this episode. Not bad feelings, but just unsure feelings. Like, I'm unsure as to how Elma is going to play into the story now. Because all within a few minutes during the episode, she went from being the enemy of Kobayashi to sort of maybe just giving in even a tiny bit, and within what was probably 2 days later, she started calling her senpai, which that is only a term that is used for like honorifics. Like when you call someone senpai, that means that you're saying you're my superior. I am acknowledging that you're my superior and I respect you about that, or something like that. So it's, I don't know how Elma is gonna play into the story. I don't know. My hair is not okay. But I don't know. Elma was interesting. As a character, she's already interesting. What even is Elma? I need to look that up. I didn't understand Elma at all. As far as being a dragon, I didn't understand her one bit. As far as I understand, she's a dragon from the, what was it? The honesty faction or honorable faction or something like that. As far as Elma is concerned, I'm confused. Help? I don't know. Help? I don't know. I do not know. But seeing as how that's being played out, I don't know what to think about it. It's very interesting, and how do I say, like, I don't know. I'm really struggling as far as Elma is concerned. And it's really weird with her being introduced on episode 8. Because, like, they've had all this time to flesh out, like, Toru and Kana and even Quetzalcoatl and what's his name? They call him Lucifer. Fafnir, I think. They've had all that time to flesh out those 4 characters, and they did a pretty well job on it. They did a great job on Toru. They did a pretty good job on Kana. They did a pretty good job on Fafnir, even if they only touched on him not much. At least like a good couple half episodes, they touched on Fafnir quite a bit, which was pretty nice to see, actually. It was nice to see his change of heart. But it was very... I mean, I know that they didn't really touch on Quetzalcoatl much. They did touch on her, like I think in one episode fully. Like, it was most of one episode. I can't remember which episode. But they did touch on her once. But it was really... They took like these 7 episodes to really flesh out all of the 4 main characters, and then during episode 8, the start of the final quarter of the season to introduce a new character and have them be somewhat substantial. I mean, they might be a side character, like not a main character like Toru or Kana, but yeah, I am unsure about how Elma's gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But that is going to be interesting to see Elma, if nothing else, try to be fleshed out. I don't know how that's gonna go. Hopefully they're able to do it and not do something like try to cram 3 episodes worth of material into 1 episode, like a certain other series I'm talking about. One of my favorite mangas, but not one of my favorite animes. But anyway, yeah, I'm really interested to see how the series goes with this. I'm always interested in Toru and Kana and even Kobayashi. Speaking of which, Toru and Kobayashi fought. They may not have fought physically, but they fought. Whoa. Can we just take a step back and point that out? Like, they've been pretty, like, together most of the time. Like, all, like, not lovey-dovey, but, you know, they've had a great relationship. And suddenly they're like, they go from this to this. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scared. I was a little scared to see how that relationship was gonna progress, but thankfully it got better. It helped the relationship between Toru and Kobayashi really. It may not have. I don't know if it got better at all, but I think it did. If nothing else, it helped Toru understand what a relationship really is. Like, she loves Kobayashi, but I think this helped her understand that even during a loving relationship, sometimes you're gonna have some disagreements. And I think this whole battle helped Toru realize it. And I guess that whole thing with the insert of Elma, it really helped Toru understand what it was truly to feel like jealousy and envy. I mean, I'm sure she's probably felt that way before, but seeing how Elma got pretty close to Kobayashi, like within days. Within days, Elma went from being an enemy to holy crap, really close. And Toru didn't like that one bit. And we even got to see a little bit of what Kobayashi thought of that. And I can completely agree with Kobayashi. It's very difficult to figure out relationships, and they can be extremely confusing. You don't know what the other person is thinking half the time, and you just kind of have to be like, oh, what are you feeling? I don't know. Like, I know I probably did something wrong, but help me, please. Once I know I figured out what I did wrong, then I will try to work on that. But I don't know what I did, so I don't know if I can fix it. You know, that's just what you gotta do sometimes, and that's what it comes down to, a relationship. And I've had that multiple times. I've had that in some relationships multiple times. And it's very weird. It's very confusing, like she said. Relationships are extremely confusing. Seriously. But to see the relationship between Toru and Kobayashi flourish is great. To insert another character to help that relationship flourish, I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. It definitely is an interesting way to go about it, and you could help with that. That could be like what's that whole thing? It could be like a series of what am I thinking? Like a love triangle or something like that. You know, you have two people who are like together and love each other, but you have another person in the mix that is both trying to get the other people to split up. But I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. Like I said, is it a good idea to introduce another character to help like two other characters' relationships flourish? Yes, but some things you need to take into consideration, and this is one of those things. Introducing a new character near the end of a series. It's like when you're writing a book and you're like, you may not be realizing it, but that book is like 45 chapters long, and by chapter 40, you want to introduce a new character. It's not the right way to go. If you want to introduce a new character to have two other characters' relationships flourish, you want to do it by like the beginning of the book or the beginning of this series. You know, as late as chapter 15 or even 20, I'd personally say. You know, no more than halfway through. Like I said with that 45 chapter book example, if you're gonna insert a character to have like two people relationship and you're gonna have a third character try to break that up, you're gonna want to do it by like chapter 15, maybe 20 if you're really like unsure about it and you're like, you know what, let's try it out and see okay, fine, but me personally, I would not advise it. I'm not an author, but I am an aspiring one, if nothing else. But I personally would not advise it. Especially and that's not just with books in general. With any anime or any, I don't know, video game or anything, I would not advise it to introduce a new character to break up a relationship, to try to break up a relationship, or to try to help that relationship flourish. I would not do that near the end of the project. I would never advise that. That is no. But I'm interested to see how they're gonna do this. I'm also interested in how the manga is going because I haven't read a single bit of the manga, and I'm interested to see if Elma is really introduced in this part of the books, or if she's introduced any earlier or later. If she's introduced any later, then there better be some more content that's after that. But if she's introduced any earlier, I probably wouldn't have too much of a bad taste in my mouth for that. But yeah, I'm just very unsure about that. I have no idea. Also, man, I got on a rant from that, didn't I? I did not mean to get on a rant for that, but I'm just now looking at my time and realize I've been talking about that for 10 minutes. I did not mean. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. I'm very interested into how Elma's going to play, and I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm interested to see how they could have played with that, and if nothing else, hopefully things get better. I don't know, but hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually looking at the episode right now. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, episode 8. New dragon Elma. Parentheses. She's finally appearing, huh? I was gonna say. I don't remember talking about it in like any earlier episodes, but I think it was like I started like somewhere around episode 6 that I actually looked at it and went, wait, there's a new character. I haven't seen that character yet. And that's when it started like budding in my mind, and I was like, why haven't I seen that new character yet? Episode 8, they finally introduced a new character. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. Sorta. Oh, right there. Actually, I'm looking on the website where I'm watching it, and right there I see a link for the Kobayashi manga. So I don't know if that's a link to like somewhere like Amazon where I can buy it, or if that's somewhere where I can read it online. Either way, I'm willing to spend the money on this series. I mean, this is a pretty good series, except for the fact that they're introducing a new character by episode 8, but I'm actually pretty interested in this series. I'm interested in how the manga is kind of going from this, because I've read some manga where they've slightly deviated from the story, and I've read some manga where they've really deviated from the story. But then, 20 chapters later on, then they get back onto where the story is, and it's like, hello? Seriously? But, yeah. Anyway. Jeez. When it comes to anime, I'm very critical sometimes. When it comes to an anime that I'm really passionate about, I can become incredibly critical, and this is one of those moments. This right here is one of those moments. But yeah, I'm interested in how it goes, and I'm very interested in what is going to happen with the gang. I don't know. I wish I knew how this story was. At least I wish I knew, I had an idea of how this, I could predict or at least assume what the story would, bring later. But as far as right now, I could kind of see it through episodes 5, 6, and 7. I could kind of bring it, kind of think about the events of what was happening. But episode 8 has just thrown me for a loop, so I have no idea what's happening. I really have no idea what's happening. So I guess we're gonna have to see it at episode 9. Whew. Episode 9. I just realized it. Episode 9. We are a quarter. Well, I don't know. How many episodes does this have? Let me look. I thought this had 12 episodes. It has 14. I'm going to take a look at that. And I'm not... Okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, since it has 14 episodes... Even then, episode 7 is the middle. So then episode 8 would be the beginning of the second half. I'm not sure. I am a little bit more comfortable with it having another half of the series to go. But that still doesn't change my belief. That still doesn't change my belief. So I'm gonna take a look at that episode 13 and 14. I'm gonna take a look at those and see if they're not like OVAs or bonus episodes. I'm still possibly gonna watch them, because I want to know more about the group and I want to know about the series. But as far as I believe, I feel like those episodes 13 and 14 are OVAs or something like that, because not many animes go past episode 12, and if they do, it's either an OVA or it's like a what if scenario, like with how Maid Nikki did like it did two seasons, both 12 episodes long, but it had a third season that was just one episode, but it was more of an OVA, and it was more of a what if scenario than an actual episode. You know, it was like, hey, this series ended off this way, but what if it ended off this way? I don't know. That was a weird scenario for Mirai and Nikki to do, but I don't know. I'm interested. I'm very interested in how this is going to go, and I hope you guys are too. I mean, I know you guys are because most of you probably have seen the series. But for anyone who hasn't seen the series and is watching it along with me, I hope you guys are just as confused as I am, but just as interested. I am still very interested in seeing how this goes, but I'm still very cautious. I don't know. I've been loving the series ever since the beginning, but episode 8 has officially made me unsure. Not uncomfortable, but unsure of how the series is going to go. And I'm interested to see how it's going to play out. So I guess that's something to look forward to next episode. So yeah, gosh. I'm looking at the time for this episode. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a fun thing, and I need to get this up soon. Gonna have to work on this really quickly, hopefully. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you everyone for watching. Why did I do that? That's usually what I do at the end of the episode. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for watching this with me and seeing the weirdity that happened. I'm still unsure. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you guys liked the episode. I know I did, sorta. Oh, I mean, I liked the episode. I'm just still very unsure. I'm going to be unsure for a while until I figure out exactly why Elma was introduced. But I hope you guys like it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I guess I should end it off here because I don't know what to say anymore, and I'm running pretty long on time. So, thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. It definitely lets me know that you like this content. And if you like my stuff, maybe subscribe. I've got more content coming out, not just reactions, but I've got other projects going on as well. So, if you like what I do, maybe subscribe, and I will be sure to get that content out for you real soon. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.